Hello, everyone.
Good morning, Cooper's Crossing. It's February 10th. Can you believe it?
Wow, and welcome to another edition of Cooper's Connection Time. We should have a song, Miss Logan. Cooper's Connection Time. Cooper's Connection Time. What do you think? That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
All right, we're gonna get started here now. I gotta tell everyone, brace yourself. There's a lot today. Are you ready? Who's ready? Thumbs up. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Mrs. McKinnon, you're up first. So cool. Something has started in the school.
Okay, so this is something that we started last week, and I'm amazed at how many tickets we already have in the gotcha drum. So this is what's outside of my office, and these tickets that are shown on the screen is what some kids are bringing down and putting them in. Some adults are bringing them down for. But I thought, what a better way to kind of explain it than do a draw live on Connection Time. So I'm going to just turn this a little bit.
All right, hold on. I'm going to unshare the screen so that you are big for everyone. Here we go.
Sounds good.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to do a live draw on Connection Time. And what I do every...
Oh, yes, drum roll.
And then I open up the door, and I might grab two today because it's a special day. It's Connect. So I dig in, I don't look. Want it to be a surprise. I have two. Okay, so here they are. Oh, and they both have explanations. The first one is for Brooke Fuller in 4C. She showed leadership when she helps other students who've been away. So she must help them catch up, as well as helping them with other tasks in the class. So congratulations to Brooke Fuller. Thank you. That's going to be some points for your house team as well, which I believe 4C is blue, which is my team.
Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Brooke. Good job, Brooke.
The second one is Ava McGrath. She's from 2F. And she made a sweet card for a friend to make them smile. So thank you, Ava. That's also going to be something for 2F. And I think 2F is also on the blue team. So go blue today, right? 2F is blue.
Well done. Well done.
That's what happens every morning. I get one of these, and I love seeing all the kids coming down and putting them in. I hear it, I see it. There's a little slot here where they go in, and it's really exciting to see.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. That is so cool. Thank you, staff, for noticing and catching students in awesome ways. And I just love this. That's awesome. Thank you for the demonstration.
The drum itself is very fancy. I like how it's gold and glittery. Very nice.
All right, we're gonna get back on track. Thank you, Mrs. McKinnon. All right, here we go. I'm trying to, Miss Logan, I've made you a co-host. If you're able to, oh, there we go. Sometimes it's tricky for me to run the slides and also change things. So I've made you a co-host, Miss Logan. So if I make someone a spotlight, if you can try to remove them, but that's what I'll try to do too.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem.
All right, here we go.
Look at that artwork.
Oh my goodness. So the next several slides are just showing amazing, awesome, acts, whether it is learning and artwork or, group work or projects or student leadership. And so here we go. Wow. Please, when you have a chance, if you haven't yet with your class, you can take your class on a little walking tour to see around the school, and this, if they can handle, quietly in the hall, of course, lining up in a row, keeping their hands to themselves. But this is 2F. Amazing. This looks like an art gallery. So well done. Give them a clap. Beautiful. Oh my goodness.
And looking at this artwork makes me so happy and gives me this sense of calm as I look at these Inukshuks on the beautiful landscape and the skies with all the colors. That must have been, the Inukshuks must have been stamped on.
Yes, they made stamps, and this is part of their study of Nunavut, I believe, and the Inuit. 2F, did you want to talk about it at all? Mrs. Franks? I think I got the study of learning correct. Oh, there you are.
It has very short days in winter. For example, 3 o'clock, it's dark.
Wow, that's a very good description. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So yeah, and then of course the sky, we know there's the northern lights as you go further north. It's just so beautiful. Thank you so much. I would love for those to be up all year. All right, here we go. And another grade 2 class. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So this is brought to you by the 2B class. And would anyone from 2B like to describe and share what this is? Another complex, beautiful piece of artwork.
I think while they get organized for that, I see the word Sedna at the bottom, so I'm interested to hear about that.
Sedna is the goddess of the sea. When they were in the sea, her father cut off her fingers so she couldn't get back on the boat.
Oh,
Yeah, and so all her fingers become the Arctic animals of the ocean.
Oh,
that's so
wow.
cool.
And if you're
Wow.
having a bad fishing, you have to go and appease Sedna. So they send the shaman down to appease her so that your fishing will be prosperous again.
Wow, those are some big words to describe that. Good memory, guys, and to be.
Yeah, and interesting stories when we learn about the history of people and the stories that come with them and different beliefs that people have too. And some of the stories, they may seem strange and her fingers changing into these animals. That is so neat. That is so cool. It sounds magical. All
Very
right.
interesting. I love to see all these animals in the ocean waters and in her hair, like belugas and bats and owls and
narwhals, I see. Yeah.
yeah.
So cool.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
All right, the next are a series of pictures around the school. Oh my goodness, 4L, you have been busy doing a Harry Potter unit of study. So cool. They were making wands last week. So awesome. And if you saw me with a lightning bolt, that's because I joined for a few minutes there. And Cooper's Crossing School Winter Olympic Games. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Rashinsky, thank you for setting that up. And everyone has been just enjoying this so much. It is so cool. And thank you everyone for your participation and help. So cool.
And such creative ideas. That was awesome.
This is literature circles, I believe, and students working together, reading books, and they have different roles and they're helping each other work through a novel study. Very cool. Oh, these
Music?
are, well, Mrs. Bournes was, yes, engaging in a musical activity with a drum, but also I caught this amazing work on their board yesterday where it says work to achieve. They are working so hard in that classroom. I mean, we see this all over the school, so many neat things. And so sometimes we're just noticing and capturing on photos and we don't have the whole story. Mrs. Bournes, what was this with the drum?
We're putting people on the spot all over the place.
Sorry. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. So our children have been studying, doing a First Nations study of the Blackfoot, and the kids went to music to share with the Miss Tarosika information about learning about the drum that's used by the Blackfoot people. And she had a drum that is an artifact from the First Nations. So we were looking at it and talking about how drumming draws the tribe together before they do a buffalo hunt. And
Cool.
it's covered in real leather. So if you go through music in the next couple of days, get Mrs. Tarosika to show you this beautiful drum. Isn't it awesome?
Very great.
And we've seen Mrs. Tarosika incorporating these Indigenous ways of knowing with drums throughout the year. So very cool. Wow. And then Mrs. Bournes, is this a study of books on the right? with titles. Are these students' own designs of their
They
own
sh-
book?
Exactly. So the kids have done a partner novel study, and they have read a book together and then done a whole entire book report on it. And this is the cover to their cereal box book report. And hang on.
And I believe 4L does this, and I'm not sure if 4C does this too.
You guys,
Sometimes.
I don't know. Oh, is my video on? Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, so what you're seeing on the whiteboard is going to be the front cover of the cereal box.
Nice.
And
I
so
see.
they're writing their favorite character, their favorite part, the ending. And today they're doing a big write-up on all the main events of the story.
Nice.
And then it's gonna
Wow.
go all on the side.
Wow.
What?
lots
So
of
that's what we're
fun.
doing.
Play penguins, play penguins.
All right, let's move along here. Well done, everyone. Hard work happening all around the school. Then there's student leaders and leadership. So you are being a student leader and when you're making good choices, when you're showing character in action, even 1K here, just showing incredible care and kindness by being helpful in a lineup and by being quiet in the hallways, and also then sharing zest. And then we have students helping, of course, with recycling or with the announcements in the mornings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Miss Logan, we had a special kindness crate activity for some of
Yes.
the classes.
Yeah. In grade 1, that looked super exciting on Monday. The grade 1s had a workshop where a special guest came to help them work through some crate art therapy and do some art. And Mrs. Knight, would you like to just give us a quick recap of your crate art therapy?
We should have told people we were going to put you on the spot.
It's a bit spontaneous, but I love to hear from other people.
Mhm.
So it was an art therapist that came in and we did her spread kindness workshop because it's kindness month. And so this one was spreading kindness to ourselves. So we went through the 5 senses and we did like little circles of 5 things that made us happy and like we're kind to ourselves. And then we decorated these little confetti blasters. Yep. And we put them in and then we just pulled them and we spread kindness to ourselves and our friends around us. So
Very
Fun.
cool.
Yeah, and I was also really impressed to see how attentive and respectful and kind the children were in listening to your art therapist and taking part in that with a lot of enthusiasm and energy. And it was awesome to see. Thank you for organizing that.
Thank you. Good job, grade 1s. And here's some more pictures just around the school. Some of these pictures are from Literacy Week or student group work, and of course, just relaxing outside on the grass. And here we go. So a little bit more for today is all about kindness, of course. And so February's character trait is kindness, as everyone knows. And here we go. Have you seen the super cool kindness displays around the school? So thank you. Classrooms all across the school had pieces of this artwork and made a sign. If you haven't seen, near the gym, there is this 3D art piece. Isn't that neat, Miss Logan? It has 3 messages.
I love it.
So it says on one side, in a world, and then if you go to the front, it says where you can be anything. And then if you go to the other side, it says be kind. So see if you can read those messages and find them throughout the school. Thank you, Mrs. McKinnon, for your help with those mosaics and art pieces. Very
And I
cool.
love the other message, kindness is free, spread it everywhere. No,
Mhm.
kindness is free, sprinkle that stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
I like that expression.
Sprinkle it everywhere. We also have a heart display. So it's called Have a Heart or Have a Heart Day, and there's a display. So we encourage people to go and visit, please, during the month of February, our Indigenous Information Board. And it's all about your class, if you'd like, to set a time in a day where you are having a heart day and it is about writing a letter to the government to show support for Indigenous children and families. There's more information on the board. There's templates for kids to write letters. It is such an important and beautiful initiative. So thank you for taking time to look at that. And a few slides for us to learn together about kindness. Miss Logan, take us through these.
Be kind to yourself, and some ways you can be kind to yourself are to be patient, be caring, and be grateful for all that you have. The part about being patient, yes, we need to be patient with other people, but it's also important to remember to be patient with ourselves, because everyone sometimes makes mistakes, and we have to be patient if we're not the best at something the first time we try it, or if we're not the first or the fastest, or if we're just maybe having an off day, or if we're having a day where we're tired and things haven't quite gone the way we want. We have to be patient with ourselves and just try again the next day, and things will probably be better again tomorrow. That's an important thing to remember.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we could just practice. I'd like everyone to try to repeat after me. I will be kind to myself. Let's try. Ready, Miss Logan?
I will be kind to myself.
I will be kind to myself. Sometimes we have to say that in our head, and it's quietly in our thoughts. It's really important. We talk a lot about being kind to others. It is so important that you are kind to yourself. So thank you, Miss Logan, about talking about patience too. That's so important. What about this, Miss Logan?
Be kind to others. So no act of kindness, however small, ever is wasted. And that's an important quote. So even the smallest things can really have a positive impact on other people. For example, I received my first Valentine this morning, and that just made my day start off with such a bang. It was so thoughtful of someone to think of me, and it made me happy just to have this little tiny card with my name on it where someone has put some thought into it. But we can be kind to others by helping them, supporting them, sharing things with them, listening. Listening is a great way to be kind, really listening, not half listening, really listening and looking at someone as they're speaking and thinking about what they're saying. Teaching other people. I saw one student teaching another student yesterday, or helping another student, and that's a great way to show kindness. And also forgiving other people. People make mistakes, that's part of life. But if you make a mistake, how are you going to solve it? How are you going to fix it? You need to forgive other people, and you also need to forgive yourself if you've made a mistake.
Beautiful. And finally, being kind to the world. Go ahead, Miss Logan, you're doing such a good job. Sorry.
Well, we do need to think about our environment and how we can take care of our land and our air and our water and the wildlife around us, as well as the people around us. Our whole world needs care, and we have to think about how we can take good care of our land, our air, and our water for the generations coming after us, but also for ourselves. We love to go outside and enjoy the fresh air, go out into wilderness, go swimming in a lake, drink clean water. We want to think about the animals in our environment. That's why I always cut off on the disposable masks when I'm finished with them, cut off the ear holes so they don't get stuck on some little animal. So we have to be thinking about that also. Recycle, reuse, and what's the third one?
Reduce, recycle.
Yes, there we go.
All right. So those are some of your thoughts about kindness to carry with you today. Being kind to yourself, being kind to others, and being kind to your world. Now, we had Mrs. Laurel Harwood, as everyone knows, as our guest author last week on Zoom, and she made us a card. So if you want to see the card, it is in the library. This is a little picture of it. Thank you for inviting me. So it says, "Dear Cooper's Crossing School, thank you for inviting me to Connection Time to read Orange Cat, Gray Cat aloud. I hope you enjoy the book." So we have purchased books for her. There are some that students can take out. And you know what? They're already taken out for the week. And then teachers have them in their classrooms right now in K-2. And then eventually they'll move forward to 3 to 5 for classes to see. So that was just so lovely. And that shows kindness too, her being thankful and giving us a card. And that warms our hearts as well. So we're so thankful for her.
I also appreciate her beautiful cursive handwriting.
Yes, it was very nice. So Literacy Week video is coming soon. And just well done. There are so many photos and sometimes if the photo is blurry, I can't use it for the video, but that's okay. I'm going to try to take as many photos and use as many photos as I can in the video to celebrate it. So when the video is done, I'll be sending it to teachers so you can watch it in class. But this year, Literacy Week, I cannot believe, Ms. Logan, how many points were accumulated. So here we go. This is the most exciting part for today. This is crazy. Brace yourselves. Get ready. Here we go.
Ready.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Curious chameleons, polite penguins, brave belugas. Get ready. Watch this. The points are crazy.
This is the tally. Oh, these are the
Wow.
totals for each team. 42,640 for Curious Chameleons, 45,114 points for Polite Penguins, and 48,100 points for the Brave Belugas. Maybe people can make an estimate of what the total of those three tallies might be.
Well, it's like 40 plus 50 almost. And so 40 plus 40 is 80 plus 50. Ooh, that's hard. Right? What's 80 plus 50? I know 8 plus 5 is 13. So maybe 130. Ooh, let's see. Here we go. So a drum roll, because this is really special. We have surpassed as a school, we have gone over 100,000 points. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
135,854 points
It's
on
crazy.
February 10th. That is amazing.
It is
so
amazing.
great.
It is amazing. And every single time that you are given a gotcha card, that goes into points too. So maybe that's also, it's not just Literacy Week, it's all these gotcha tickets. And we're just so impressed and so amazed. And I can't believe as a school, we are over 100,000 points. It is so exciting.
That's amazing.
Whew. Okay, Mrs. McKinnon.
Yes, we have Pink Shirt Day next week. So that's a day that we are going to stand up against bullying and stand for kindness. So that's why we're celebrating all month long for kindness, because the opposite of bullying is kindness. So when we practice kindness, it kind of stamps out bullying all on its own. So another way to think about it is bucket filling. When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own. And I just love that concept. I've used that for a long time. So let's remember to wear pink.
Sorry.
Oh, and here's the birthdays. I have some grade 5 leaders from Mr. Ulmer's class. Avery, you're up first. Come nice and close. Happy birthday this week.
Happy birthday this week to
Keaton.
Keaton in 3R, Ashton in 2-3R, Anna in
Mrs. Taylor's class.
Mrs. Taylor's class, Miss Martin, Owen in 2B.
Okay,
Auburn,
come nice and close. Aubrey,
Aubrey in
Mrs. Taylor.
Mrs. Taylor's class, Owen in 3L,
And that's today.
Quinn
Woo!
in 3M,
And that's today.
Woo!
in 2-3R, Charlotte in 2-3R, Lena pre-K, Miss Miller. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Wow.
I love that picture of the dog licking the cake.
I love
Yeah,
it too. I
funny.
love it too. So a few quick things before we jump to talent at the end here. So Miss Logan, starting soon, what are we doing with O Canada?
Well, we're going to start playing maybe once a week or twice a week, but maybe we'll start with once a week. A different version of O Canada. There are two other versions we can listen to. One is the full French version, so you get a sound for the French words. And then the second option is a bilingual version of O Canada, where it starts in English, switches to French in the middle, and then goes back to English at the end. And that will make it a lot easier for the next time that we show you the words and talk about what they mean, if you are familiar with the sound of the words. So if you hear French O Canada, it might be a little bit tricky to do the signing at the same time. You can try for sure, but if it's too much to listen to the different words and sign, don't worry if you can't do them both. But we just want you to be exposed to the French language a little bit more and our bilingual and French versions of that important national anthem.
Beautiful. So I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And just so everyone knows, student leadership opportunities coming up. So there's a special tour with Rockview guests next Wednesday. So you're going to see guests in our school next Wednesday. And we might have some student helpers with that. And then connection time coming soon, starting in March, there's going to be house team connection times, and we're gonna have student leaders helping with that. And it's now time for the talent show.
All right, excellent. So I have some students here from 23R. I'm gonna have them introduce themselves before they go.
Bilal.
Hannah. Tatum.
Okay, and then I'm gonna stand back a little bit so I can get them on screen. We've got a class passing by, so we'll just, okay. Are you ready?
Woo, that was a tricky move.
Yay.
Well done, Bilal, Hannah, and Tatum. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much. And that's all for the talent today.
Awesome, thank you. And so we're gonna now have people signing off. If you wanted to, you can say goodbye. Have a great day. If you wanted to.
Bye-bye.
I see Mrs. Lake and Mrs. Cronin Bolton and Mrs. Martin. Who else do we see? 2B and 1B.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Martin. Happy birthday, Miss Miller.
And 5P. And
Oh, I see
3L.
one KTAM.
Happy